Action. Everybody say yeah, quiet say echo. Massive respect to Obia Ohe and Mr. Sonia online and I say so about the kind of Obia. Signal only answer on umra na fi and for be so in a more professional and digital way. When we say Sunday be it's not here the show ya tuning in for the culture April. And for the culture, I know you're wrapping up week in our biggest entertainment stories in you're wrapping up and after the amount. Your friend DJ Slim. So ni me my body din won so ba comment section na fe won so bodin mame. Bodin sisi mame say uni me din DJ Slim. But minimum tin won so mame hu din sisi na fe me ma quick shout outs na fe and start to be professionally. Depi, me hu e wo chatting him. Me hu Depi e wo chatting him. Depi, wagwan brother. Mr. Bodin wo comment section na fe men chow. Bodin e wo comment section. Mu production me wo zeal wa say nana twetwere mu twa hene. Nana twetwere mu twa. What you say? Ya kase twetwere mu twa e wo minimu say, wo minimu nana twetwere mu twa hene. Yesi atete nkru na bia sura yana. No. Asuna KTK no. Yes. Unim KTK nso ametima kire omu ye. Ana no mema me nkire. Obo ase nya no kure. Asuna KTK. Asuna kotekese ye no. Nana court case. No. Yes, that you say everything crisp and nice and airy. Yes, Mr. Bright, that's your hair. Mr. Bright's your hair. Yes. Kalu Banks, also Jinamu, in a more professional way. Mr. You say any avenue starting to the buy Udin, any baby I'll representing Mama. Quick shout out, Snaffy. Was your bow warm up now? Yes. Deputy your chow, and I told you trying. I say yes, court case for yes. I think there was some be a group, Cassia. So not KTK for no, would be one big WhatsApp group. And no crab up, my man point of direction. I'll meet me allocate him. What do you say? Court case here for no more no bako in a more professional way. Yes, can I done? Also, our things were here live. And deputy representative Buakwa Chicago. Hey, deputy Watre Buakwa Cho. Hey, Odi hino wo ye yo. Hey, deputy beti hino Buakwa mana ye. Watra wa chepa. Minimi nyina ho note. Wow. Na mo prof. E ho so kwan wa pa. Se Buakwa Chicago. Wow. Eti di ope di ben no use. Mr. Bright, you're here free Bahrain. Charlie, Bahrain for Bibia Daddy. Yes, career there was swept. Was a man like DJ Slim. Deputy, I'm proud to be a KTK. Oh, boy, on your cajon. Deputy, boy, oh, boy, on cajon. Give me an allegations. Give me a deputy allegations. Yeah, chat to is it Deputy Pa, Bema Tintin Gramo? So. Hey, Deputy, watch you. Deputy, watch him, baby, Pa, but Deputy, guess in person, James, Deputy, as a Bema Tintin Gramo, they also to me my power number moon. What he has also to me about power shot. What he has was short. Well, Kawaskelia go no boy, no power shot. Killing, but a power shot. What he has also to me about power shot. No, to one more power shot today, Jack. We be able to say. Anyway, come on, 10 come on, and your dear family, young way. Class 10. Let us say abano. Young Quanafi starting common getting. There's this Timaya, Munim Timaya, Mokaino, Timaya, Nigerian artist Timaya. Timaya e post to a cartoon be ana oka ho asem say. And in a cartoon is a very, very simple cartoon, marriage museum. Now, Okoti said, marriage doesn't work anymore, just become a baby daddy. Timaya is telling all men. See, I worry any edge may be, and once all the obe back, are you okay? Sana Timaya episode. Same way, you know, quite technical, kakra. Inti, Mejama, a more worry, no more worry, no much importance. What I say, more battle in the comment section, or more wow, worry. I'll say marriage doesn't work anymore. You can say it doesn't work for you. What I say, may I sometimes say I don't agree with people who try to enforce their personal stance on certain things and make it a general assumption. What I say, a general theory. If marriage is not working for you, there are still a lot of people who are still married. Although you can talk and explain to a larger extent, say, the divorce rate, and but I mean, so are people getting married every weekend. And now me know say you be show be boss. You see I can say, Kwabrani be show be boss. You see, say baby, I'll marry you. Will you be my wife? I think the bigger, the bigger conversation or the bigger topic should be how well do we understand the concept of marriage? It's a concept. Just like any other thing, marriage is a concept. Concept near say. We a bear man when you drew baby for baby count. You get it? That is the concept. Even from the biblical point of view, that is what is saying. So, Bama beja neja horne na horno akofo bafu from no mienu ayede baako in a more professional way. Me se kase baako. Sana concept ni tie. Obekwa akofo oba be kan ho na mienu ayede. One. The Bluetooth device is pale. Apele, akabum. That is the concept of marriage. Now, for others, and also for some, it's working. Some believe in the concept of true love. What I say? Shortcomings in you get what I'm saying? Into one, there's no way I'll be catching and say marriage is not working anymore. That be no why not dream say I don't know woman for life who here companion who here boy for and when you be. Some also see it from a different perspective. Say, hey, there be me kwakofo be how e dey aba to me so. I don't mean try me baby. Nipa kro ne ba my brabum. What exactly is the person going to contribute to my life? If you look at it from a transactional point of view, also war stance. Me de my ho de me energy e kwa ko pesika aba abehwe nipa, not just one, but our offsprings. Enya ba oba ba ko pe na me kwa ko ware no. Your offsprings, in fact, ma ware na busuafo kra ka ho. It will run on the transactional point there. Definitely, you start doing the math. Then on over my brabo mo de ba be ka ho. Hello. Simple. Until obia na baby obehwe free. Timaya, ebia an weki ama, but e weki ma depi. Nana twetwe twa hini say e weki ma no papa. Nana twetwe e weki aware e weki ma no papa. Ofi so ware chese ne bibia akoso. Yes. Yes, see, there's blessing in marriage. Let it be a catch him. Oh, no cry. Let me catch him. I say, even when they say that there's blessing in childbirth, what they are trying to say is that by virtue of an unknown person, as a like Ubia, Nyankopon de na chew, Akura, Nyankopon de na chew, se Akura ni beti menyini, ababe fulfilling a promise, and I say, destiny be, and I say, Boshe be a done suntino. Nyankopon beti must spare your life. Because you are supposed to cater for somebody like who play role will be a brabumti. Now, maybe a bonibia, why and I say, BB will say a you free reason. Because I would the aquadabe reasi, and I say, because oh, our muntino, science ran to me come. Opa, mimini, yes, we share that any meeting that, and I mean, Mumas MP. enti metie bi ma yede ma bomi trinko saa na mekọ wote ase se me gidi se me ngindi de no ye me masem na no ye me masem but for now the metima catch say it is working for some people because I know some people who are happily married for 5 years 10 years 20 years 30 years and all that man for ware okay mom ebi nso ko ware ne ye opeso free wedding as in fact wedding ceremony na kasa ase no and I be man ye na adwen say jakunam opeso return bibia what you say nti e fama bi enfama bi as to how e fama bi no de usi o ma afama o ma no abuso o mo for tips no mo de amount what you say in a more professional way yankwa ni mu timaya yedase ziu yeneware wanu nwi ne do so dodo yeneware ziu yeneware by now nka enanwumre say nka a friend say wife abo a friend say anwamo a beef shishim meboa chief fish ne ya ato ho riri we fish ne friend riri no na chini say no riri e de pa ki achi riri ato nchen ama ni atemako say bam meko ede ya safra first sardine no say sardine so no say omega 3 wom say omega 3 acid ne ne deni kwabra ne onye ware wanu hunwi atwa hia se fence asa sikafo fence no wanu hunwi atwa hia say onye ware no ba bi new sika o zi ware na obabi endi usika maso aden dodo why no baby new sika why mo den zero robocop ware mo baby new sika in a more professional way yakoso week we started here pretty good less drama as always on a Monday. I think Mondays are usually calm in our entertainment space. Mondays are usually calm. And Mondays and Kasano, most of the TLs who check it so Yana is filled with a lot of football action, you know. We check it also on a Monday as more football Sunday games and what happened in Sunday games in Yana Koso Kesiepa. For we Barcelona fans there, wow him say and a thrashing victory 5-2 and Rafinha is balling with the hat trick and na mhwem crofobia no mo yam say yes Federico Valverde ashe hat trick and I'm like, do you know Rafinha? Do you know Rafinha? Have you heard of a player called Rafinha? Mate Rafinha dinda. Munim adwuma Rafinha eye. Do you know the job of Rafinha? Eye amanfo bi na nka no kre. Nka Ballon d'Or conversation nyina nka wo se Rafinha di wo. There's no Ballon d'Or conversation that happened last year that should eliminate a player called Rafinha. And one year say, team no na submit you over the mamindi mi komo. Manchester United supporter the wo de come yasem fa ho. Yo monkoso monye. In fact, congratulations. Aston Villa game now mo boy na nye bad. I mean, you guys did well. At some point, na me say mbe lusu and I better draw, but you guys did well. Inti nyame nshira for that. Make Rafinha asem and a hat-trick, correct hat-trick. Timer goals in started by I think we had two for the first penalty na FKK and that was called a panenka. Adena Brahim Diaz or Real Madrid went to Miambo. It's called a panenka. Go now Rafinha say a panenka. Or Boffin Fin say no chassis. And no who team papa mo wo coach bit is Hansi Flick or bit mid wafem no achro. Look how Hansi Flick has been able to shape the team. Quality of players I what shape team na kama. See how Mark Bernard is balling. Rooney Badaji. Boy say what basta yeah juma. Etitia no so the who's a Barcelona trend there. The woman ya Sevilla 5-2. 5-2. Omo ye lucky kra nke ye 7-2 2 goals be total fa ho we near the try players ni bi unu say na ya bench ya na team B kra na ye digbo ye unu say finfi oni anyina team B for ngwa ho en na ye dey ball na ye try na makakra eti eno ye Barcelona nkomo but me be si o say na afi mabo area entertainment nim kodon ka sali we na trendy o One will say, Kojo trendy. Now, Kojo Kansa, they saw trendy and one munim, a agenda no asset. And or set agenda. Now, or the release movie. And me who says I didn't trendy, I think it was from Thursday or Friday. Me who said trendy say or say why DNA test na ne mano back on yene dia. No krenya me anim nie. Man fa media man fa ni serious. Minim say mo fa ni serious dia. Mo fa ni zi who fa ni personal. Who tweet here? Oh, zi wama lewe did you adwin. Oh, lewe there. Wakasa hwesora. We don't get so cast a cho for more. But because one reformer predator be free and animal been no cra. Every. Ah, you went to be casting Mamujidi 2026, big 2026. Nah, bro. Nah, change it. No crazy. In fact, Sadi or share Jumano. On the trouble Carlos. Hey, TikTok live. Assembly started say bano. Then I started to detail. See. In reality, having a woman or being with a woman that long, say or chifama. Anya say bia, oh yeah, bruching kratebi, anabi aba that requires DNA test. What you say? I want to be an ABB son, I require DNA test. Now you're about a 15 years. And I'm not 20 years. 10 years, soon I will be a bed 3 and 4. Then about trim say, Bema say, in Kurana, you a baby a do so Kran and bear 12 and Abisa. In Kurana, then about trim say, DNA test. Maybe so. Then about trim so DNA test. At that point in time. Nothing. It was starting so this uncle mono na me kakra. Ade we na adwene so de nkora ni tukwan. Ana o ye nkra ta bia momo. Kwadwo a enim ni se minim so nokra de minim ni se we Ghana ni on naturalizing macrobia. What you say? Se kwadwo cancer ti abrochire bi. And why is Oba Befan ma? And I require DNA tester because we know that that's a part. That's one of the E4. Do this uncle I never say oh na much say wafa I would throw. But anyway, whatever to abontina, the first story that came out on Ghana Web, DNA results show shows child I fathered for 10 years isn't mine. Kojo Cancer discloses. And this is the story on Ghana Web. Comic actor Kojo Cancer, popularly known as Lil Wayne, has revealed that after fathering a child for nearly a decade, a recent DNA test shows that he is not the biological father of the child. During a live TikTok session, the comic actor considered sharing the DNA test results and pictures of the child with the public, but his colleague actor Kwame G advised him against doing so. According to Lil Wayne, when he eventually discovered that the child was not his biological child, he did not react with anger, explaining that he sees such situations as something that happens in life. There is one child among my children whom I've fathered for about 10 years, but the child is not mine. I have many children, but one of them isn't mine. Recently, when we went to check and I realized that the child wasn't mine, I did not get angry. I did not say anything, he shared. Hey, a Jau. Oh, Debbie. A Jau. The DNA issue is a true story that happened to me. I want to tell everyone that. If the same thing happens to you, don't get angry, because at the end of the day, in one way or the other, we will still take care of. We still take care of people's children. He noted. When asked about how he felt when he first found out that this situation, Lil Wayne explained that he had long suspected the child might not be his. So the confirmation from the test did not come to him as a shock. I don't know, no, I'm left, and I need to for. What will make you suspect that crying in your dear? I cry for 10 years. Listen, even if you adopt and the baby is of a crown or a now and a by virtue of saying you impact a lot into the kid. At some point, it will become very hard for outsiders to know Sakrano and Yoba. There were people that I never knew. Say, I mean, growing up, na me nim so mo adopted that. Ye nyini wie kra na later it is say o mo adopted impo. But on ne adopted father na nam ho a. Unhu difference bia because was one na tena. What impact wa e wo akwada nim. Enti na me busa kodwo say den na unhu say akwada no nye ne ba. I know behave different. Difference say say bi akraman awo ne ma no akofa jata ba aba beka ho onyina obehu se we di jata o ti ase obehu se kinjat nanam ho no but we di nipa how do you know say anyway kojon kan san sem no anso first story ne ba anso mpacho for video ni tum na amanfo hwe how o kan nsem no hihye adwuma no for video ni tum ma omo na na twetwe twan na
me hwe nkwa bebrebe omuni agya ni na free ya hwe omo ma me fo pi enyaka pi months bi cheske mo bia ense ato se ba se nyamba normal akwa so de onu se papa ne me wonim ti ne papa ne ne nje na mo de ha dwene se wonim se akurai enya be ma iba no wo hwe na ma wo na wo sa pese wo tete no wo sa pese wo guni panu masi abra wonim se akurai so enya sa be ma akurai ba common sense
na just say some of your tennis some years ago ni nyana say no kro
say
and somebody your tea
somebody me den na sem kwa ye makana wo obi for me no obi for burger makasa man for adwan koso no re me fancy
wow
me den hwe ebitu no obu ono a di bofu akwagini sika wada akwani nya da kokot be enya hwe jan man pa no
and still akwa no ube gu so hwe no
as a basa attempts the mamre na hard attempt unya time at least uma akwa kakra uma at least akwani wenimo ana yamana mane so otifia abakasa besa mkwada da ho mfa me nko na ama ya na bench man fo pi ho no ma ufusa akra enya papa ne ba jana papa ne enhwe ne ma na ho nton enko stress nipa no enkoguni no mase na fe onkohu
me ni ge bia wo o ma me hu eni ono so me se me ko
die no as judge me di yakopon we am
unin se de bia ya
o ma me hu no ana akra no ana me se me hu no ana ai adai wonko aba no o se me hu no na aso akwasi ko school obede na me hu no other boarding obede me hu no na o so se wo papa no
wow
wo de ko fu ko die na fa ko ba sampa akra na nyoba
wow
na fa odi abufo ida abesen o ma me na ne bofu akra ne bofu no wo na kwa ama wo afese ope je no ko
wow
what's next ti die na no enti mpa ne fo bi fam se kodo movie ni ma be so tua meka me nyina fa movie ni ma no ma me fa ma ana ma mpre
wow
nim ze sa problem we ho sa DNA problem ya ye ka ho asemi pa nyame anim ne se si ye ka se ebusua bie mu ye wura ebusua bie mu one by one e wo Ghana ni yakwa akoye DNA tester
any
nkrofo hwe nkrofo ma wu
am postano 16 me ba tum DNA
wow
nkrofo hwe nkrofo ma wu
tell na just obi na pigu mu na nti wa hwe akola na ana wonim kwame sa akola no suru hu me se me do bibia wa hwe ya so mo saw
obusa o semetu
o sa makers me se sa akola no wa hwe ya wo hu obi hu na so we say it doesn't need DNA eno kwa na here DNA no
photocopy pa
o me ya we say na enyemba me ka say so owo na akwa no benyina me de ne be onyi ne me just say de ehu hia me ya we say akwara enya me ba be ma hwe na atra mo 7 to 8 years ha me me mo de na ase de na wo ye na ha adwum ti na ma de bufuo ekwa edin ne na afa chi say me de one grade
o se woni mu a wo hu se woni mu a kwa me eya na asa wo doubt into one way you wani but eda be kwa koye DNA na be hu result ni say that day me say no matter how good a wo ye o de opa hwe enkwara be 3000 wa bonte sa akwa no kwa wo hwe no because
yana maame no na ma bufuo ni bo cause when you say that one no say stress o na de bufuo asiro mu
Kaka moi, kaka dende.
So finally, what they are told was a movie. I think that has been a strategy these days. Say, cause disruption, and through disruption, now or the product about out. And ubiana no all year for first one now. Friends, and yet try back now. First one or yeah, first one or yeah, mukunya accident. Kuku akra. I was come out some cool chef about you. It's a strategy I adopted. Inti debiano, oten huasama, no use sa platform no. Wa famude aye on one cookie story no. Oria no asaba bontia asaba be kase. So oya de pa. It doesn't get mileage. Ghana for your pay. I say Ghana for pay. What was he saying in the video? Say, asembone de Ghana for efa. Me pese kujon kansa ene wa wo hwe me ye nyina yete ade ba ko bi ase. Ene, hwe. Enya Ghana nko an. Minim so sa video na ye ready a. Enya Ghana nko an. Wa hwe CNN ate say omu yi anasa news bi aba ya asempa omo ka no hoda what hu bi da opa fa to CNN say BBC Al Jazeera say bomb bi nam kwan so ekohye obi say maka ho asem da. People sit back and then they think whatever is happening in Ghana media space, it's just Ghana na Ghana for the yes so nsem bia so me say fatu BBC CNN Al Jazeera channel 24 any news outlet bia fa channel ne to say just switch a little bit, put it there and see so obete asempa bia enema hu ekoso wi asenko an e be ka kire. Why do you think that is so? Makasa asemwe no mekanda message should be makanene. There is no way 2 children crossing the road successfully will ever make it to the news at 6 p.m. There's no way. Same kwada ni twaka akwan ni mu omkoduru boko da bi. Die etwifo omoso no. Eno enebeko. Why? Because inside us, there's a part of the brain that is called amygdala. And that is the alarm system for the human being. You are always on the alert looking for danger because it is part of your survival. Back in the days, that time, no, we at least mistake hunting and gathering season, no. And that part was developed so much that it keeps you alert. Time be alert. Say danger be neighbor, na me position me huye. Fast forward in this day and age, the brain is actively working to find out, say, threat being a woman. The time be or scan it for information be about buana, said the obey alert. That is why news or bad news, quote and unquote, bad news travels faster. Everybody wants, say, obey alert. Everybody wants the fellow to also be on the alert. And to Mami Fosha, hey, what it is they say a totoka bomu. Hey, what is it they say? Why do you think that is so? ade opache so ni positive ibia obetima share or share some information because for the survival of nipa ono any ni nua na owo ne nchen na for be a survivor. So if you do not understand this simple thing, say online say CAI we yes if I start showing or if I start saying some stuff a border around you and your survivors say CAI obey sharper wakuma bebon tentem. You want to react, you want to type, you want to comment. Social media, that's how they bait you in. That's how clickbait work. In fact, back then, normal PMP caption, Lord Kenya is dead. What kind story, no? Lord Kenya, friends say, Yahweh Asante, a man based in Treberiate, also known as Lord Kenya, died when PMP. Then am I to PMP, then am I PMP hit here. How many times Omuku JJ answer no finally Obabu? Muni how many times Omuku Jerry John Rollins answer finally Obabu? On what well, how many times a Lumba we? Lumba is dead. PMP caption never. It is called clickbait for a reason because the human mind and ankasa naturally a move towards that. It is a part of our brain. Just to put you on the alert. And into say, what is Obia? What is the first question? Why? Doesn't matter. The person is already dead. It is a part of our survival. I mean, person survival. Until person who do you sorry, I met my preventing me who from getting into that position. I prevent myself. But one tiasia, nation trim na man for debiana Ghana dear media also dear. There be a negative news on negative news. No. That is how the system works. If you have an international news portal that talks about positive things, quote and unquote, positive. Because even when negative, when you cry, a relative. It is very relative. Me telling you about an incident that is happening somewhere, I'm just giving you information. Information I'm the mouth. As to what is happening there, some support to, and not the mem. May trust America for the Ethiopia share my 3 billion this year and I'm Kwazuko Iran. That I'm giving you that information. I am not telling you that I support what America is doing. You get it? There's a clear-cut difference. If I'm presenting the story and I'm giving you multiple angles, I can let you know, say, oh, this is the reason why America did that. This is the reason why Iran is also doing this, or Iraq is also doing that, or why Tehran is also doing this. These are the reasons. I'm just presenting you with angles, international stories. That's it. Yeah, Kwabrane to send me and on an issue, I'll give you my point of view. Almost always, all these international portals or all these media outlets are giving you just perspective. Like, they are just giving you the story, not their perspective. Enti kwadon kasante sa niema we ase ne ntino. Na adwene mu ehye na adwene mu se wanya gimmicks bia amanfo enya attention enye dey emma mehwe ni video no anaso mo nkokko hwe ni sini no. Say yeah adwuma no say nya adwuma no me ameti I don't know his back end and how it's working for him. I really do not know. But he needs to understand that say trajectory we no be koswa by constantly exposing that son or the promoting movies no, it will get to a point or the bibeba afi enye day emfa biem. Finally also to me caught to the greatest extent be say or be try another big trick said they be obenya attention. There are ways that you promote music, promote videos, senior farmer. I self-film man so now I was so or they get you were more skirmishes wait on the movies. Kodjon cancer obey or the movie be a bar or be for will be back no abe didn't attempt Share a friend is saying on a Dr. Liking says me. Send an attraction maybe no pay. And see where it has landed him. Now, although he's a comic actor, people really don't see him as funny as he used to. You get it? A man for who myself Kwadwo know Kwadwo was on his way to becoming like one of the greatest. But sa constant mami move to Akabeneza. Dr. Like mami move na me nya traction na me fan drop a movie. Eno yeah. Akabeneza mfi no. Wa ya unu mfi ni da o. Oh, you say your man never mind them. He never mind them. And see, they no person use Akabeneza hype ne the anfa. And I could done a rift between the two of them. And guess who is surviving now? Guess who is surviving now? Akabeneza here Jumana Kama. Akabeneza concert ever cost London, bro. That is huge. I don't care how you look at it, but for a comedian to have the balls enough to even think of staging a concert ewo UK, it's a plus. I'm not even going to look at the numbers because mente sadia no hom panyin sem da. He's starting off on a sheet. There's no blueprint. What you say? Me who be that? If say BSc before, let me know in the comment section. Say see BSc, let me know. Say we koye bi wo ho. As in comedian or year or no ane concert. Say BSc da Ghana ni a oye BSc da, let me know. I don't know everything in this world, but to the best of my knowledge, this is the first time. Me who sasadi will be air koso, and it's a big plus. Did he have to employ stunts like this to get it done? Maybe so. Unim, ayana kojo. Onya on the flip side of Sanyama Webunina. So I'm going to flip the script a little bit. Has he ever thought of it? Say, sa first story na buy na ekchese ni manu ba ko nyane diano. Enkwara ni ko school. Nkwara we era na social media era. Baako, mienu, miensa, enan, enum. Eno mo picture ewo internet no so. Mami bi be ko school mu ho. Okosi ni ba, papa bi be ko school mu okosi ni ba. Oh, ya ayo ane Kwadwo nkansa ba na baako na wo class o. Emu de ahin ne yesi enye ebeto akra ba akutrim. What a class I say your father is saying that you Nyamema yenyansa. Nyamema yenyansa o. Ena sa nkura nkete say no. Omanu ya. Unzo omuni filter o. Omuni filter de bebo omutrim bia no omuka. Your father said it's on the internet that you are not you are not a son. Your father says so how many no agada munyina chese oh akra no rebe who say sanadwe say odi agro on a level. That's the flip side. Because guess what? I never told me ba. I never told me bad dear adwuma meme ye. But me ba eko hu adwuma meme ye free ni school. Me ni di nkoma me share that part because I wanted to find out how powerful the internet is. Me wo hwa so ndi your friend me daddy. Makofana free school. Me drew school mu wa nkra nyina DJ Slim. Daddy, you are DJ Slim. I'm like, who told you? My friends. Okay. I can't. Nkrana hu. nkura ne hu kwadwo nwene ho sa kwadwo nwene ho sa ti kwadwo nkomo no stunts we mu na kwadwo eye no obeya na ba bia akopie no well man fa nsuo nyam no beboa no man fa kwadwo nkan sansem ni nsuo ne yankwa anim stories ne do so yankwa anim ko so de na abrabo be yesi dia ye de ye wa ha etofo ma e bia problem beba na yeso ya sa discuss oti ase you move nko. There's a video that I saw on TL Ibro talking about the gatekeepers and their role in the industry. Now, Ochremu, I want Nana Chocho to try in a video in Pessoa Bomami because I'll touch a little bit on this gatekeeping, the importance of gatekeepers, and why we don't even have gatekeepers in Ghana. Do you believe there any gatekeepers or IBM? Ghana music industry, any gatekeepers? And I'm about my reasons in tier gatekeeper. There's no gatekeeper. Opinions shared on the internet these days are based on amount for personal sentiment. Very little professional touch to it. Very, very little. Into we are arguing so tier and also now for information a free tier and so I'll be for information and who here. Or for information a year from fans who have little insight about the game and how it works. Now, Nema say so much say, when industry experts are offering professional analysis of events and proceedings, they are often termed as haters. Because game, the nuances of the game, like a human ankasa said the you will explain, and then fans will hear you through a different channel altogether. Ubechiremo, but fan now na washono. One so what be before. Because they've been conditioned, say, as so one can say they are tiny panel. And when him say, in all my years of being in media, these days, me the word hate too much, like, and I'm like, do you people understand the weight of that word? To say, obi time obi, do you understand the weight? Do you know what you have to do for me to hate you? When I'm saying these days, we can't even differentiate between a professional critiquing of something and they say obi a time obi. Maybe I'm too old school, but if I hate you, I will not even talk about you. If I hate you, I will not even make count one somebody at Padain. Catch me. Why would I even waste my time to even run an editorial on somebody that I hate? If you do not know, it takes over 4 hours to put together a video and put it out there. Other than me fan can be a me pen asem ho asem. Dia me pen asem 4 hours o. Emphasis a trans shoot 1 hour. When the work gets on the bench for editing, it takes 3 solid hours for it to be update to be up for you to watch it. And also mobile phones. 4 hours. Who, in their right senses, will waste time? 4 hours of their life, 24 hours. No, would the 6 hours die? Now the 4 hours. Are you production on Obi or time? Are you mad? There's 10 hours school, 24 hours and 10 hours school. They cannot the other. There's a tiny part 10 and a tiny part 4. Obesa will still 4. There's the whole day was spending on nipa or time on one. But I guess that's how the Gen Zs operate. I guess that's how they operate. That's how their thinking is. Because they were groomed in a reward system. Time biano. Oh, yeah, reward for BB. Punishment in him. Enti ya mun kwada biem. Mebwa. oya de pa ne abona baso wanya de pa dia onya, and that is supposed to be send a punishment nisi wanya. Yeah, punishment ni abu nipa. Remember power booming hard. Me adan kuma aso edins. When was I squatting so kosi ya. Ha. Ye jawa o. So be nante kura free baby a. O ma o ye asa de no kura wofa. Aso akọ gym akọ legs no. Una mano I say you know Walker Texas Ranger no. O de half see. O de half see. Brah. Enye izo. Would I term that as say me papa no time? Opa Gen Z omo mami ana omo papa mo make us me papa time. They don't understand it. But Ibro programs manager of Hot 97 New York, and this is a stance on professional critiquing and a fan base there, how to differentiate production for 2 miles.
Call me old school, call me a hater and all that. But that's why in hip hop there has always been gatekeepers, because some of y'all don't deserve a fucking opinion. Because you haven't been doing this professionally, consuming, playing, and critiquing hip hop as your life. You're just a fan. And we love you. You're just a consumer. You're a customer, as we call them. That's why sometimes your opinion, customer, doesn't fucking count, because you don't fucking do this for real. And that's why when people who do this for real get around and they start looking at the nuances of what an album actually is and what it should mean and what the person is saying through the album and the picture that it's painting and the lyrical breakdown and them being able to stay on topic and who the producers are and what it means and what it serves in time and all of these things, when you critique complete bodies of work, not just collections of great songs, that's when you get into like what is a classic album in general and a classic hip hop album.
Listen. Say one tisa system we are seeing, and the need for gatekeepers are. That's where we find ourselves in Ghana music industry, baby. I find it home this year. And professionally, I can't be a gatekeeper. I try researching on it because we throw the words around, but I am now, a gatekeeper is an individual or entity that controls access to resources, opportunities, and public spotlight. A gatekeeper is an individual or entity that controls access to resources, opportunities, and public spotlight. Now, you're funding now one by one. Resources may zero into music. There are other aspects of it. I know it's not for the conversation tonight, but music-wise, music, resources for music in Pacho, one the controlling resources for music. Say artist ever record me Pacho one is there a central point our artist call record or no be aka say Oma will be in record be. People are recording in their rooms. On your laptop, in your Pro Tools, Analogic, Toswa, Fruity Loops, where you. How many artists haven't we interviewed that told us, say, Omo ankasane a share them suya production ye because Omunya Sika and Franco Studio Ntino. Omo ankasane share them suya production ye no started say Omo produce Omunyo. How many artists haven't we interviewed Omo Kasa? Baby, mewa. Good. Me pacho gatekeeper was outside ho. Thank you. For live recording, me pacho. Omo amusia a friend saying a omunim ban boni a pacho. Yes, obi stop omo. Is there control? Is there a gap? And as a bridge be as to how to learn how to play any instrument? Nya no answer opo bi onimbo. Ana okosku akosia. Pacho access to resource no pacho ehwe bi oho. So let's establish the fact say access to resource in modern day ebini ho. Now, me do actually. Let's go back then. Opportunities in this public spotlight. Yes, there was control. So beti me a record on. Na easy. So be record on. Studios ankasa na wo Ghana. Na eketuwa bi. So to even have access, no, you had to go through a process. And that process filtered a lot. A filtered nyama bebre. Na nya sabe nkwasi asem bia no akowura studio no akoye no akokeka. Enka nyum bebre bar out back then. If you check the level of production, that is why who said na some to be say titi nyum no say production quality na was meboa. The lyrics that you even put out there no cry na was meboa. Because there was control. Control. Yabe sone swa ni enya papa no de akowura studio record. Says you obi ahye dem anu atimi aye. And you still use the word gatekeeper in this situation? No, you're wrong. There's no gatekeeping. That is why flood and the epebia na ba beto abonte, enyum bia na ba beto abonte. So take that one out. The opportunities. Once I went to my record on you, and you need to hit it. There are people who've had viral moments in Ghana. Artists or have a viral moment in Ghana. That was never engineered. Me pacho moli shake it to the max. Do you think say back in the days and kasanyu will give it to me every system nim. Moliba exdo ni Chicago timer. And as a Moliba Reggie Rockstone mo timer. Can you shake it to the max? Me busa wo we dey wa adwene ho kakra. Kebet manyamura. Once you are able to record, opportunities for you are countless. Baby, and you never blow a free eye back to Ghana. No? And Shake It to the Max did not even blow in Ghana. Shake It to the Max. Wow, pa, we see we over data. No? But try me say Shake It to the Max, a blow Ghana. See, once resources and your control, resource to record and your control, no, opportunity and the public spotlight cannot be controlled. Back then, people could, friends say, "Omuk mentor." Right from mentor, I star. Now people are recording in their rooms, bro, and they are becoming superstars overnight. Missy Abrante and Raishiani, what's his name? Gona Boy, superstar. What was the cap to resource? No cap to resource. Therefore, opportunities and spotlight a buy for him. Hey, we can talk about Black who? Kojo Black. Olive. Listen, social media. People sit on social media and think. Autonomous sa no opportunities na any spotlight na day allocating. So gatekeepers there, they died long ago. In the Ghana gatekeepers, they died long time ago. We don't have gatekeepers here. So don't throw around just because the person is on traditional media or you see the person on social media or casa and also commenting on issues. No, don't use the word gatekeeper. No. There were proper gatekeepers back then. So many chance I could for a TV show. I was also go through editor, producer, one show manager. Unim business portfolios are positions and a woman son what me and your TV show about say and I see an interview with TV show. And that was the only means of going public. So because GBC. Sure. Opa ko na kwa hwe offices do e wo mo GBC ko na kwa hwe offices do e wo. Those were proper gatekeeping system just to make sure that the final output that they put out there is of a certain quality. Social media took all that thing away. So please do not use the word gatekeeper anymore. It is non-existent. A free a free muntino. When professionals, people who've done this for life, are critiquing, now people tend to see it as a ancient way of looking at issues. But no, that is not true. That is not true. Because you are a consumer. You are a fan. I've been a DJ for well over 22 years. I understand this industry back and forth. I've been there since a friend say, first album, never say, Mache. I was there before Mache, and I'm still here. I brought an allergy, I know. I can document off head. I can document instances and several things that happened with Sarkodie trajectory. I was there before Stonebwoy's climax. And I'm here. I brought this Samini Aye energy. I can document off head. Niema Bebresi was Stonebwoy career. I can talk about Bandana because I was there. I can talk about Shatawale because I was there. Now, when I'm weighing all these things, the pros and cons of whatever they've done, and I be on my nama refer to SMBSC any BBA. Because of the fact that I was there, I can actually draw inspiration from several timelines and talk about them. Now, in my conclusion, if it doesn't sit well with you, I am not a hater. I am an analyst. May I analyze the situation? How I landed on several topics and answered several issues with respect to Sarkodie O2. Sarkodie at Royal Albert Hall. Me say, baby abrantia na ye adwuma kudru no. That auditorium is small for him. This shouldn't be a statement that should be taken out of context. But because fans in a woman, fans, fans, you are consumers of the thing. So, say the toxic environment around it, near say, way or DJ way or ye pro Stonebwoy. Enti Stonebwoy ne Sarkodie wo problem. Enti so ka Sarkodie asema or time Sarkodie. Jesus of Jesus. Oh man. Said Suraka was 22 years DJ. When him say anti Gen Z for no whom say me ba nra o. Omu whom so whom say me ba nra ya o. I swear like no. Omu whom say me ba last week. Because who that video no onu say Saturday na. Onu say Saturday na buy. My first day behind the console was on 1st of July 2004. First day. And where a professional you. I'm just talking professionally sitting behind the console. Sitting behind the console. Say be a matna console and Nemo radio station. That is in 1st of July 2004. Do the math. Training period then come home. Training period then come home. Say period I'm the training. So I cast me count what they are 23 and 24. See, if we want to progress, we need gatekeepers. Said their expert opinion on issues can be properly analyzed and separated from fans there. In this day and age, social media has become so powerful, say, even if you are offering a professional experience and as a professional advice on an issue, fans clatter yours. What do you know? No, ma clatter. And then it becomes hard for the person who is supposed to receive the message and understand it. And it becomes hard for the person. Enti Samini ne Stoneboy issue. Then a spark a recent one. Na your fan base, social media. Fan base were able to get on social media and push Samini on that level. Fan base were able to do that. Fan base need to me, yes, I don't know. That is how powerful the consumer's voice has now become. Consumer no, the voice necessary I am very powerful. In fact, our voice is so powerful, say even media or experts have now fallen prey to it. Because if you now don't side with them as an expert, they can even run you down. And the entertainment journalists they don't have a voice of their own. Before offering their expert opinion, they need to check the room and check the temperature to see, say, hey, asem we make kana mekanu kure womua. Hey, ombeba be dragging you. Ombeba be dragging you. Meanwhile, wonim no kure no. Onim no kure no. But they don't have the balls to say it no more. Because the consumer's voice is now loud. Fans in the voice now are louder. And this thing was instigated by some artists. They decided to get rid of the gatekeeping system. Do I side with say the fact that gatekeepers also messed up at some point? Yes, they did. I'll bring in the Ejako case scenario. Movie producers could gather and say akwa we yenene nye adwuma biem because or bought out of market price. Ejako became expensive. And movie producer decided, okay, unim. Say, wo maniska, we maniska, or Tony Booma, no. And ye nyina ye nyusu ni de biem. Was that the right thing? I want the pros and cons. I'm not here to take a stand. I want the pros and the cons of it. But say a men and come handle, I believe said the can handle quite different. Sa situation ke bia nke men am to an come running quite different. Me sure say wo a wo hwem so ka wo na wo so ti sa producers na kodwa mu a e bia wo so ka be handle no different. You get it? But all that I'm saying is we need expert advice and our expert take on issues. We need them. Seriously, we do. Because in Wura not dosun. To the extent, say, one artist announced on a concert, right? Yeah, announced Rapaholic, UK. First time I remember was on Familiar stage. Yeti anu wiye. Ena show no nyame adom e baso on the 6th of March. Show ne baso wiye. Oh, bro. What's that announce say next year obeyeden obesako no kwa okọ nkesiem. Oko O2 arena no ena oko. See, I felt proud as a Ghanaian because finally adia miminim so much. I felt it from the very first day of Rapaholic. So I know every part of me tells me that Sarkodie can easily do it. He has all the right materials. But he has all the right materials. I explained it to you the last time. He is at the center of everything. Sarkodie is at the center of everything. He has a song with virtually everybody. Obede has a song with Samini, on his Stoneboy, on his Shatter, on a Black Sheriff, on a Freddy say Kojo Black, old school, on a Pat Thomas, on a Dad Lumba. Killer. That is expert analysis telling you that the guy can easily do it. The longevity is saying that guy is 40 years now. Oma, Obed is like 42 or 43. Oma, Omu follow Sarkodie. By now, they have a lot of purchasing power. They are well within the 25 to 35 year group. Into Omu, a lot of purchasing power. Mind you, we are in the season where brand Ghana sells. Everybody wants to associate. UK is one of the hottest territory for Afrobeat. In fact, Afrobeat renaissance worldwide, UK is 33. Sarkodie is a pillar, big pillar, well respected across the African continent too. Now, if I'm doing the math and I'm giving you all these statistics and I'm telling you that a 5.9 capacity is small for him, fan chain because it's a way consumer, 1 year industry expert. Not Jini. Slim car say Stoneboy Ebo 2.9 and we okay. Stoneboy Abasu on that. But I didn't be 5 no or say and yet. When share dynamics na what and the dynamics are clear because 3 of the biggest promoters were staging one concert at the same time as Stone do you think it's easy? At the same time, and they had all the hottest artists on board. They had Paluta, they had R2Bs, and I think Famille. 3 big superstars. Same day. And if Stone was able to do it, bro. And even in that editorial, now listen, even in that editorial, and I'm telling people to go and watch that video again. Messi good, Stone. But next time, so UK go and do what? A bigger capacity. God is my witness. This video was in 2024. Go and watch it. It's on this channel. It's on this channel. Go and watch that video. Now, your twisted story, no, your garnish, no. Consumer de bemo many ajia umbetimi aka nsem no. Yes, let's keep it running because it keeps Ghana music still hot and fresh. I have no problem with it. But yeah, baby, a problem here etaba say when others or floaters our system when they can't define between the professional voice and the sound of the consumer, a problem no. I want a problem no. Nyankopon ma yenyansa. Oba de ma yenyansa. Ye we hia pa. Because yenya yentimi decipher. And when we are not able to decipher, that is where constantly when we get into the international front, then we lose it. Because over there, they still have the gatekeeper system. They still have it. Sure, nakabena boy ani PD di ankona ma odwe senka obetimi anya ayi. No. Do you think senka Grammy no dream no now odwe senka obetimi ayi? Do you think it would have been possible? I'm just asking. Unim kwafo e was say for didi nsem. No kra ho stories in common here different. The gatekeeping system is working elsewhere. But it has failed here. It has failed here. And that is one of the problems. And this is what they are now so show in 2027. Fans say any say obi akoye show obi mo UK copy say sakwa de awie ne de no in 2027. Are you dumb? What about them? Until David Okobo on show or you a friend say O2 no Nigeria artists be Uncle Obim. Come on, man. A move that should have been seen as an opportunity to widen the gap and spread good vibes about Ghana music. One baby a consumer no, the consumer is so divided at home that internationally also so divided home. At home, when we are playing this politics at home, it's cool. It keeps our entertainment going. You get it? But when it gets on the international front, that is where the Nigerians will beat us always. Because regardless of what Wizkid FC is doing, OBO gang, when it gets on the international platform, it is us. It is Nigeria, and Nigeria no go carry last. By a best idea, you better be truly accepted. And that is how the game should be played. You will fear how the fear no. Yenye de oh we nka se we dope we yeah your pa yenye no fear. But say play ninya tour yenya tracks Gulf of Guinea na. Wafa it is Ghana. It is Ghana, and that is where the focus should be. Brand Ghana. I don't care if, and like I said in my last editorial, I don't care if O2 artists will take him so because O2 no say patapa say why sagrado say whoever decides to go to the O2, me, the person has my support. Why? It is significant. It is significant. The O2 is significant. It has forever been the bane. Say Ghana music and me attractive. It's not about streams. The issue, ya turning owner way in streaming numbers. You say streaming. I didn't yet to me from you. I can. Yo, listen. How many people do we have watching us right now? We have like 84 people watching us. Do you know I can send over 1,000 robots to come on this stream right now? You boost to live views, you boost to BBR. So what are you people saying? What are you people saying? Production, when I'm for me, you know, I'm charging me, bimbo jacka cream. Mumma me power, and I'm jacka cream because I know evidence and I'm a war has seen a dos. Me baby metrics in our tune, baby evidence I can see at two. And me read the messages kakra pacho so I see now. Me read the messages kakra. Listen. There's this post saying, Slim, don't be disingenuous and try and pull all the blame on the consumers. That assertion is simply ridiculous. No, you are. Then again, you are still not listening. Still now, Justin Davis, you are not listening to what I'm saying. There are consumers like yourself, and there are consumers that also are trying to be active in the field. And he say TikTok with the insurgents and answer with the introduction of several social media platforms that is user content generated. People are putting out their own content and sharing their thoughts on issues. And no, and I'm hard for people to decipher between who an expert is and who an expert is not. That is the reason. In Tiabasana, there are floaters. People out there who don't know what it is. Untimin decipher say, hey, wait the expert, because who need now social our platform back also. First, no, now be obete pande say more kasa, on TV and also on radio, of which they have gone through ya filter and you be an about or pande too. Ya filter. So even the quality of discussions on traditional media back then, say swati. Because every traditional media is trying to raise for clouds. Maybe I catch them some truth. Feel the social media influencers onto various traditional media platforms just for mileage. Don't they do that? On YFM, before I left YFM, that was one of the things even the South African partners came to tell us. So if you know somebody who is active on social media, bring the person along so that also didn't influence Beka Station. Even this is far back as 2015 or so. So they saw it. They saw it coming. In 2026, if it's happening, I see. 10 years down the line, maybe I see. If we are not able to differentiate between an expert opinion, consumers, our more user-generated content era yimu, ebe distort to adieno. Distortion number 1. Stoneboy ni brese. And I want you guys to pay close attention. Stoneboy ni bre because sakwa de akoye O2. Sakwa de akoye landing show nti ono so na so say okoye landing show. Distortion number 1. If one person obi abenya ne shine. Mebwa. E just ankomo no mudi. Edion. Bashatan so announce UK show. Pacho mate say omo kansa. Shata announce UK show no pacho mate say amount for can the same thing. Have they said Shatan so any bre? Come on. Come on, man. What do we want to achieve? Then you person achieve. Fam, I'm asking you a very simple question. What do we want to achieve? What is wrong with, say, after Sako de show, Shatta be bonne de, Stoneboy be bonne de, Blacko be bonne de? What is wrong? I want to understand what is wrong. What is wrong? Unim says I'm commoning in started free consumers. You know that it started from consumers, right? And it maker say, our voice now is so loud. And because we don't have gatekeepers who will come in and correct the narrative, it will run and it will become the order of the day. So when you say artists need involved, no, now it starts driving wedges between them. Because we live in an era where you can now weaponize your fan base against certain artists. Yeni hana man for biti make slam about online and fan in go to your group it happens. I've run fan bases before and understand some of these things. Into me dear way it doesn't get to me. But for the rest it does. And that be a cited Samini dear and say fans instigated it. And then all of a sudden, listen, don't you think that it's quite shady and corny? All of a sudden, between Stoneboy and Nesakode, right? As I may see based on a show now, seek one show now, Mokoboya, or Independence, you have Angelo ne Stoneboy issue now. Many Angelo so far plus a apparently happened. It's that story. Mini just a woman I'll leave it there. That's young fans say they see what me and Untemo. Between Stoneboy and Shatta, VGM, any Sanya Manisi. Between Sakode and Shatta is based on yes, it should be a Mokoba. Shatta and Saka Koba. Shatta first asked me and Jiskawi. And only as what I say. And what fetchy. This is me person how omun come on omun be free you. Simple as simple. But in all of them, I am yet to come across a disc song from Shatta to Sakode. Menya sure say a bi ho. Miminte say shatter at the Sakode in the song. I've not heard it. And I'm not here to say I'm an embodiment of all knowledge. Mente so be atia obetimi diaba. But Sakode what this song to shatter. Advice. Okay, enya this. Sakode advised. Obede. Quite steez the over. Obe crash and pay glasses here. Wa bo white shirt pa. No, too full. That locally, I have no problem. But for you to carry this rift internationally, I have a problem with it. That generated a lot of excitement between our community. Meboa monkan chemse meboa. Talkability for both Shatta and Sak. Omoba together here. Talkability say any omo. Pick talkability. But fans will carry this same message. Same way they will carry it and polish it in a different way. And until I'm see gatekeepers bemwa. Imagine if a certain Bolare. Imagine if a certain DJ Black, a certain Andy Dusty, in paying for more business in Patrol Bidi Mami. If they are to come in and render accounts of some of these things, how it happened, and then offer advice on how they should move now, don't you think see a bit my picking here maybe a baboy? Me pacho me busao. Beggars to my boss Rudy Kwachi. Don't you think it will help? But they say a jam at TikTok is no. Opa could be a TikTok says here. And me, I'm in crop for Kahubi. I'm not going to take anybody out. Ube be a flamboyant aso. A you con Shatta con and some all cover Shatta on. I'm just going to tell you the truth, bro. No Krameka. Yeah, I can't be. The reason why me decided, and I told you guys perfectly, say, I am not going to do a Shatta content on my platform again. It's because people can't now decipher between an expert opinion and a consumer's opinion. The expert opinion that you will lend. Because ask yourself, the whole Shatta conversation and DJ Slim, may say, Adia ya wa ye nkwada show chas, we penyini. Nkwada show. And why who influence kesiya power industry we muti hwade na wo ye ni ye. Eno ano no Genesis, assembly nyina Genesis no. And then consumers came in, not even the main person. No. Consumers in a BEM. Amen. It's quite sad these days. You hear gatekeepers. Gatekeepers in slow. Experts in you will never hear Rudy Kwachi on any issue unless you call him personally. And umpono se unye obio ni chocho muchoa na adwene on an issue on kanda. Why? Because consumers' voices are high. Dodo Bolare will never say it. Although he has a stance, so what means so the echoes when you need a stance, or you nipa or stance. DJ Black or Kodebe Bonyum. Or because they see a Mbakwa dragon. Obunuhu. And that is why we've been able to successfully, consumers have been able to push experts out. Until the more penana mubenya ni says here, the more reno. And no mbenya because the TV will still run. The radio will still run. Why won't I so? Experts is your mama. Inti ebe jama salala for na mama zi o maba betena so. Na mbetin se mo meka akere mo. Some mo mpe expert no because obe kan okre na wo mpe. Eni ebe jaya ma mo I wish me yemye mu mama yi nipa flamboyant no betra Adum TV. Mu mye mu ma flamboyant no betra Adum TV. Kambe hu. You don't want it. Mumpe. Some of the because that's how we've been able to divide it. And it is normal because Obiabe protecting the territory. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Rich Lip says, Slim, I'm not here to defend Shatta, but everyone knew Shatta was going to organize UK show. We were just waiting for the date. It just happened to coincide with Saks. How? Me, I never knew. How many flyers from Shatta having to be seen? Wait where you say, you know. Yeah, flyers are Shatta drop for world tour. For unim dodo ayehu. So which one are you talking about? And it is not even a problem. That is all I'm saying. It is not a problem. Say Shatta ka so okọ UK. E wo so okọ. Nanka wan nanka ape so okọ. It is not a problem for Shatta to stage a show in UK. No. He has to go. He's big. Also, boy UK to us, so aqua America, free war, but China, Bobby Bia. Oko PM or how do you say one PM? When you're Ghana in a PM. And I sat out free Pluto. What you don't understand is, listen, when it is outside the country, it is Ghana, it is brand Ghana, it is no more SM, it is no more BIM, it is no more SAC Nation. No, it is Ghana. And that is where we need to now conscientize ourselves and put that in our brain. Say a two, play ni two. Ye ni nation ni hwan biya wo, ye ni bi. And I was sad. Listen, I was so sad. Timer Shatane Obi Asempa eye interviewer oka se okoye ni show okoye for SM fans. I was sad to hear that. But to say the makan, I'm not going to do his content inti metwa so ewo cause ne papa mu a leaders are supposed to have a nationalistic point of view anytime there's an international thing ahead. It is not rocket science, bro. This is not rocket science. Like, you need to understand that at that point, you are not doing it for yourself anymore. But, let's respect his decision. But I will still support as a Ghanaian. I might not be SM fan. I might not be a BIM fan. I coming soon, baby. Coming soon, baby. I might not be a fan of Obia, but me a Ghanaian. It is a metukwan. Na mo akwantuom. Near say Ghanaian artists be baha. I will go there because or a Ghanaian. Omo bo current Black Stars yi. Ebi omo mo no players yi. Ba go kra ni ho am yada no. But omo she Ghana jersey. Omo she Ghana jersey. Prince Katia said there are more months, more avenues for Ghanaian artists to create a show in UK. Yes. The sky is big. Big enough for everybody. Everybody. The last time we did the stars, there were over 100,000 plus Ghanaians living in the UK. Over 100,000. It is up to us to give them a reason to come and watch us. Yenuano mo metukwan no. E wo se nkomo a ye di wo ha. Anyhow ye ni age e wo artists no ho ha no. E mo a reason for them to pay £20, £100, £200 to go and watch the event. Ejina yeso. We can choose to make it happen, or we can choose to destroy it. And we ensem. Nano asema nkwada no ede etutu anoma ho ehye omunsem ne kwakire opanyi. No mbuso opanyi se opanyi pacho anoma ye ohye ensemi. Wawu anaso otiase. Opanyi ne hwe nkwada ne din. No se anoma no so wawu so otiaso yo ni nyina agina wo so. Because me kase onwu ya obetima mia ne sisi akuno. If it's alive, you can kill it right now. But so wu you. Ni nyina agina wo so. Ni nyina agina so. Ya e wo hai. Me ka ho. Wa wo hwe me wo so ka ho bi. Ya fancy ase ni enko enim. Stoneboy show na eba so ehun komo. And I'm the tree mu here and gatekeeper editorial. We need gatekeepers because they are not echoes or tea on so not abofuno. I decided to keep away from such conversation because it's not healthy. And these days, conversations that are not healthy, hardly will you see me in there. Ehun hia, nkoma emfa progress bi amba no. Ehun hia, memfa me hunyim. Because no credit say obetima ka asem no said ye tie. Nipa 100,000 plus a ye social YouTube ase no. Say enyo mu nyina na 77 preduasa omo bim nation sack nation ana say ese meboa. Nti me koka say ese ho asem a bia na obi o ha say o feel me pa. But o say feel Shatawale. O feel me pa o say feel Sakode. O feel me pa o say feel Stoneboy. Me kan asem na me kan in the rightful place no wan tiasia aha no. So me do me subscribers are certain territories this time around men ko nti yade besi wo ha se ya na afi mabo Stoneboy abaso say what me take bold decision say okwakoye show e wo UK. Personally, I had no idea that a show like that was coming on, and people were saying my last editorial I said make us say Stoneboy announced that, and yes, true, Stoneboy never announced it. Stoneboy say torture experience no ye Ghana. But in Komofo Frey where actually say, and I want people to pay close attention. How do you book a venue in UK within a day or two or a week? Me pacho me busa sasen we pacho empanifo am UK me sure say will be omo hwe CCA. Me so pacho yetimi buku venue within a day and as a week or UK. Pacho paperwork in nkwa alone. Any who insurance. Ejawu. I'm yet to reach out to the team to find out from them how long it had been, and I don't even think it's a that question is even needed. Say, more than a whole time, Ben. What you say? Because case they say, sag the year more come once a minute. 2027. What was your year? March 6th March 2026. Obisu alcohol in I think I'm hearing August thereabout. August 1st. Saturday any August 1st. Saturday any August 1st. So let me just base it on even Shatter. Shatter call August 1st. First, how does this one affect a friend say 6 March 2027? Saturday we better affect it. How? Me person me tiasu we the mumwame na mumwame tiasu. Say Saturday we, which is Ghana party in the park. Say Saturday we, ain't me affected 2027 in Sako de na. Other than Stoneboy de no. Anna, is it a personal thing against Stoneboy? I want to understand. Stoneboy de date granny ho. The fact say wa na say keke no. Oh Lord. Rich lady was it maybe Shatta was also working on his paperwork all this one. Exactly. Because I know, say, Party in the Park, they've been trying to get Shatta on for God knows how long. Achapa. Minim said Dennis was trying to get Shatta on. I think back the last time Shatta a day to castle uncle. Murevi. Yeah, a day to event in a Shatta say uncle. Official no day na to by uncle. Wakans what the red pen far or my so uncle. So yes, so finally Abaswa. Why should we say Sakwadia continues to be a Kobe? I'm struggling to understand this. I'm struggling to understand it, bro. Nyankopon why normal gatekeepers who have balls. Ampo. Because your gatekeepers are more balls power to come and call some of the bullshit out a bad thing. No musro this time I can. I'm for the pictures be ayo one me picture ba ku bi a me gina stadium hono. Boys na ma me you, mama bikini pants bi ahye. The grok. Mama grok ama me yashe. Pants ketu e bi ahye. Oma raw ina na ehye me no. Shorts less. Maybe I mean who I am but opinion be industry expert be pesa ade we ntino wa miana no din o majai yanko so nyankopon mo aye wate yamma adoma na yanko so Ghana Music Awards 2020 2027 2025 debut 2026. Unim they confuse me. It's a 27th edition. Now they are 27. No, me was your 2026. 27th edition of the Ghana Music Awards. Oma boom. And also course to May 9th. Venue to be confirmed. Venue to be confirmed. TGMA, the Tajimas. And also come on also a different kakra. Now you could pay more. I think categories and officially all of them are out. Best live song medical featuring Shatawale B Strap KOTM Shoulder. Familiar medical habit. Kojo QR the jail for Ponsa Tonton T. Kojo Black Sakodi next door. Sakodi Kweku Flake Messiah and Kwisia Meuga Badness. Best live song. I think category way more there. A tight pow. Yo, category near tight. Best hip live song. And I'm so happy for Kojo Q. I think this is his first nomination. What? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. He'll be in the first nomination. But it's been a while since he got nominated. And for this category, I think all the songs in there fire. Tracks a woman nyina no hye. Tracks a woman nyina no hye. Pow. It will be hard to choose. I don't know if in the comment section you guys should let me know which song do you think is also going to make it for best hip live song of the year. Sa tracks we mu dey no hye pa. Best high life song of the year. Kofi Kinata is finished. Palura, Kim Palura, Foku, Kwabna, Stoneboy, and Kofi Kinata. Aso, Part 2. Amrado, Obiedi, Kwame Eugene, Do Better. Was it a simple win? Simple win for who? Kwabna, Aso, Part 2. Recency bias, my favor, Kwabna's song. But Kim Paluda, Focus, so was a big jam. Kim Paluda. Foco was a big jam. I'm not gonna lie. Enko Fuku. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, it is finished in Zuzu. I hear tune. Amrad will be a D. Tune. Eugene, do better. I do better than I do for you. Charlie, me say, I know she. Category we I know she. I know she. The song, best hip life song of the year that RC, Atia, Mem. And listen, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, right? If we want to establish the dominance of high life, I think the Ghana Music Awards should be intentional about certain high life artists and place them in certain categories just by virtue of the fact that they are doing high life music. If we want to preserve it. Because UNESCO classify high life now as music of Ghanaian origin. So no country can now claim high life. Obianti mean claim high life na diano. It is a yes, you preserve the only is on the scheme to make sure so Bema Jen attractive. I think the winner of the best high life song or the best high life song of the year, I was say it should come with some price tag B and I say BB to motivate people to do more high life. I was say BB can home. Ne motivate a man for because most of our artists are switching and telling us that they are not more a high life artists. ABC omo Afrobeat, ABC omo say high life ne. High life ne. And for RC, Mr. Monko ni video agenda. When the three pimpinis are no bunu agenda. The guy is remixing or sampling. So when you say Kodjantwi track back or sample you. Agenda no. Kodjantwi. Oh, Odo Ensumi donampa. When I can tell you this is one I'm in the view. Him up no inimio. Koyanji. And I can't modernize in the sano. It is a classic piece, and I don't know why, bro. Man, them's got the looks like modern day Chasamo type shit. Type shit, bro. So why are we not intentional about like? Anyway, it is what it is. Best pop song. Blacko, where them boys? Counterfeiting boys. Kenneth Balenciaga. Sakore kwaku smoke violence. Kwaku smoke do the burger. Oh. Gona boy same teams. Lalid the matter. Where the matter there? Charlie. Best pop song this year. Imweding pa. Medical. Okay, so I don't know baby omokate no dear. I don't know what baby omokate no for best pop song, but yes, I believe a song from Medical should have been in there. No stopping in there. No, but I don't know blues is here, you know. Oh, and the benye suma dear, and you can't machine, you know. Oh, this Ow. And then make crowd me say you suit the idea, but with them kaya. But tracks we are not shit. I think this category is tough. Elimination by rough tactics. Why now be to me in a film? You can't take anyone out. You can't take any of them out. Lale the dope. Gonna dope. Edu the burger dope. Obede dope. Okay, Balenciaga dope. Where them boys dope. Jack Ebeire. Pa. Not say hip hop. The only say is a Kumasi music genre. No, hip hop is a Kumasi music genre. So I don't know if by now y'all don't understand it. I don't know where you're from. Hip hop is a Kumasi music thing. I mean, and I ain't even capping about that. Young Queen. In the comment section, wow, best hip hop song, Mami who. Let me know in your opinion the best hip hop song. Best Afro pop song. Black Sheriff, Sacrifice, Stone Boy, Giddy Giddy, Olive the Boy, and Sako the Band. What? Jackie Sankofa, Last Mid, Olivia, Kim Promise and Mr. Easy. See what we've done. Sacrifice, I know a show. I mean, Olivia and so. Olivia. Hey, giddy. Hey, baby, I'm on the road. We get tequila. My man is over. Hey, carry go. Yo, what about you? Olivia. Ebeiro. Hey. Ebeiro. Charlie. Ebeiro. Category near tough. Oh. Best Afrobeat song. Kojo Black, Kelvin Boy, excellent. Kiddy, Olive the Boy, and Kojo Black, Gymnastic. Ish. Wendy Shea featuring Olive the Boy, Crazy Love. Ish. Mr. Drew, Olive the Boy, OMG. Hey! Last minute Kim Promise, no issues. Jack. Excellent. So, excellent case, you know. Excellent year, late 2024. December 2024. Same as Sarkodie Messiah. Sarkodie Messiah year 24th December 2024. Now, say na tie, nkomo say na nkomo no tie. Say scheme na ye say. Enyum bi wo ho a yetimi drop no late December. Scheme ni date na ye 1st January to 31st December. It is all drop on nyum ni December. Na year ne beso. Na nyum na ntimi anya necessary numbers no to put you in a category. First no na omu leave you out until nyum na abe blow next year way Messiah or releasing in December no e blow January. Meanwhile, when your numbers no for it to be considered in the following year's award scheme. Internet say nyum na year to atwena na. They say o ma create a dey be on friend swing period. Who releasing nyum in December na blow na be blow the following year and you be categorizing no at the account. Son of so my friend. One friend swing. And until I'm excellent at my boom. It is if you're wondering why, that is why excellence is there. That is why Messiah from Sarkodie is also in there. For this category, it will be too annual day. Because when they say any Olive the Boy and I know a shit, papa, Mr. Drew, Zuni Olive, no, I know a shit. And hey, Olive the Boy, I want. Hey, so Olive the Boy, you already who you? Akwani a guru. Wow. Hey. Jack, I'm be my comment section for no. Comment section my best Afrobeat song. Excellent, I know it. Gymnastics is one wedding. Well. Best Afrobeat, Afro-pop artist. Wendy Shea, Kojo Black, Kiddy, Olive the Boy, Jackie, Molly. What do you Olive the Boy? Kojo Black and so Wendy Shea who. And a kidney. Kid, are you kidding me? Kidney. Kidney. Best high life artist. Family Kim Poludo. Kwabna. Kofi Kinata. Kwame Eugene. But okay. I think we need to get Kwabna on this spot. Because at some point, now common yako yesa Kwabna so episode chim say awards no share that you're interested. I'm wondering why Kwabna is in there. Inti nana poku ashes. Pacho openyini chire we dey odumbu aye kakra. I'm wondering why Kwabna is in there. You know, it gets to a point in your career where awards don't matter. And when I say that, it is not in disrespect to any award scheme, like disrespect the award scheme beer. But your story as an artist, you, but the most important part of it, with respect to accolades, what form were we? So, any addition, I had to say, Michael Jackson, Tiasia, Yeman Award, CCA, for maybe best pop song and ABB. Yes, but it is not going to propel him to any stage again. I think that is the stage where Kwabna finds himself. The me award scheme be a me ama Kwabna will be an international award that will open him up to international audience. If not, for had the opinion in we in a juma. I'm just being honest with you guys. We in a juma. And I think that is the type of honesty that he also had with himself, or to make us say, Unim, I don't want to be, I'm not interested in the awards. And I'm not sure he will even pull a flyer out and share it on the socials. I'm not sure. But in some make a support too. I'm just trying to dig into his mind to tell you. But Kwabna also share the say. Said a boy and maybe on edeba app. I share in crime man talk also here no. Edru ono so say obeye bi atoaso. Inti o promote anase opushia eboa nchirima no. What you say? For them to also have, a certain level of confidence. Inti obetima ka so unim. Mema monfa mame. Monfa ma obi foforo. You get it? Na enhye ni kura no ntimi nya adwuma no. I think that should be the conversation. In common when I was say kofa. It was so promote or share in social media platforms. So now promote na a man for like new people, like give hope to other people. I think that should be the case. But anyway, young Koswe. Best rap performance. Strongman men say that. Kojo Q Abebre say, oh, Lyrical Joe 5th August 9. Joe K 4GG for glory, for God's glory. Medical, welcome to Africa. Sacco the violence. Best rap performance. 2025, we're coming with violence. Oh, what you say the beat too. Oh, how te piano. When we say beating a pen bishop or tie, no, this is what you're pen, pen. Sakodi. Man, Sakodi, man. Yeah. Welcome to Africa. So I know you. Best rap performance. No, it's based on the song. It's rap performance. What you say? So it can even be a high life song. Yeah, rap shape. I say my son me say best rap performance. What's this Sakode na beji? Who to ama Sakode? So it is so this category, that's where most people get it wrong. It is based on the performance in the song, not how the song did. Yes. Not how well the song, what you say? It will deliver, you know, it is more technical.
It sounds familiar and it sounds good, but yeah,
Well,
breaking it down rap category and way now or elements may never be
Ebedin.
even on August.
Fit August. Share. Lyrical Joe and fan to form Fit August and not from cry. Kojo Q abebre say in two patches say abebre say nye dope mawana. Fanboy kase you he okase mu yi. He okase mu yi pa. Collaboration of the year. Kojo Black, Kelvin Boy, excellent. Kiddy Olive the Boy, Kojo Black, gymnastic. Wendy Shea Olive the Boy, crazy love. Koku Smoke, Sakodi, violence. Medical Sha'a, Beach Trap, shoulder. Kwabna, Stone Boy, Kinara, Aso Patu. Charlie. Collaboration of the year. Charlie. Shoulder. Hey. Collaboration of the year, baby. Wafa, baby. Yes. Killer, baby. International collaboration of the year. Molly Shansia, Skilly Bang, Silent Addy, Shake It to the Max remix. Shake it to the max. Hey! Massa! Black Sheriff Fireboy. So it goes. Massa. So he go. And you let do. And you let the fuck is. And you let the obo. Penyum now we bay for complete. And you let day two. Hey, so he go. I'll be working all this summer. Me say, when they say Beijing, Fina, and Gucci, it's too late. Remix no. It's too late. Hey, you lost a good one. My Ovidia. Obia Tommy Rigio. Obia Tommy Rigio. Hey, bro. Last mid, any TML. Meet for corner. Hey. I didn't more thing, killer. Men Canada, more thing. Category more thing. Pa. More thing. Hey. Can promise Mr. Easy. See what we've done. See what we. And then Molly featuring Tyler. Body go. Dancing your body go down. Dancing your body go down. Dancing your body go down. Hey, Master. International collaboration. Master. Shake it to the max. Shake it to Master Bedding. No, this year now, see, and this will tell you this will tell you something that Ghana music I hate the fucking like Ghana nyoma did too much. Ghana nyoma de Ghana nyoma de like this time. I don't remember the last time I said foreign hip hop. I say foreign artists be releasing nyumbi. I mean, last time I'm calling you will be crying you. Now they are crying. Oh, Kumasi boys been so hit, you know. New America for you know. What job die when the truck pass? Oh, enough is enough. Masa. Ghana nyoma ide mesi masa. Ghana nyoma ide. I ide dodo masa. Hey, die in the truck pass. The near break. The near break truck pass. What oko, bro? Hey, who is taking this one home? Mohun is shake it to the max. Do you know the first two songs? Billboard throw one sem. That is Molly Shake It to the Max and Black Sheriff's So It Goes. Billboard predicted say they were close to getting a Grammy nod. It was in some of their fearless forecast for in fact, Billboard predicted say Betimenya nomination. And that's huge, bro. For the two to be competing here in Ghana, dear, Charlie, we wish them all the best. I wish them all the best. I can't choose. Mean to me, Nyame forecast is here. I think this year looks more like a Blacko year, but it would still be say or yet a Jumani year. It was all communicating year, pa. He might decide not to do it, but I mean, sometimes we see through the antics. Said or started some media rounds from Mukochiche cake near the other. What do you say they did not Kochiche cake? He wants to be on top of people's minds. In fact, on the media, he wants to be there. He needs it. I think he's producing excellent material. His quest to cut across to international audience proper. And he has the Nigerian community. He has listening ears there. But I don't know if it's still language. But said ye near who said Blacko international. No? Still, he struggles with the all-white community. He still struggles. I mean, we've seen his performances on several of these. And it's, I don't know where the problem is. I don't really know. Any problem, a challenge. Problem, you're big, Dodo. I don't know where the challenge is. But I think predominantly, ni base in the Ghana. And Blacko, looking at his trajectory, so Okoso say, in the next 5 years, and here Lumba record no bit me break it. Do you know it's hard to skip a Blacko song on this album? Have you realized that? And it is not one album. The two projects all. Anything I'm saying, so Otokosu say, in the next 5 years, and he'll bet me BT Lumba record.
Even on the charts, yes, all the songs, and then one particular one.
Only one song, why? Because where the skip no. Me skip there be ebini ho. Otokosu 5 years The entire me di Lumba the album yes and Lumba the 30 something albums. But me the Lumba the album say in the sense say original stage now performer obenya enough songs to contain people for hours. No case about two albums no crying now back to back with features back to back. Do you know he can perform currently? He can perform like 3 hours non-stop. Currently, Black will make my perform 3 hours non-stop. And that's a fact. Wow. Anyway, I wish him well. Maybe a team a more strategy to get him to cut across to the, the white community or the pop community, because he has everything. He has the Starboy looks. He has everything. My name was it 41 minutes. Plus. Oh. Messi about 3 hours. Features near there. Wait, man, perform for 3 hours non-stop. So energy in Kwadi over say so. Now, songwriter of the year this year, a honor, a honzus where you can crash a copy home. Black Sheriff Sacrifice, Kofi Kinata Have Mercy 2. Kofi Boham Take Me Home. Kojo Kiwa Bebe say. Akwabwa Obinim. And Stoneboy Send Them a Prayer. What do you say? And seven wedding. And seven wedding. And seven wedding, pal. Kojo Q.
Is this part of the awards now?
Songwriter a technical category. So it's not going to be voted for. I will say a higher chance of being in there. Winning. Aquabuan so Obinim so tough. Send them a prayer, Stoneboy. Ha! Semiya. Positivity and my heart is clean. Whenever jealous another one thing. Yeah, right there. See them ask me. How me do me thing. Positivity and my heart is clean. Me never jealous another one thing. All right then. Semiya say, oh, they want my favorite. The more they want to see me rise, I still send them a prayer. Oh, peace be unto my haters. The more they want to see me rise, I still send them a prayer. Hey, already. Where Street is watching Select Choir. Street is watching Select Choir and I from backing vocalist, no. See, TGMA. They omuye listening scheme, and I like how they've been able to maintain all these years. Cause see the beautiful songs that have been written. It would take a scheme that is dedicated in order to have a research team sit down and come up with all these songs, vet them, and put them in a category that makes it hard for you to even choose the winner. Charlie, big ups to a Charterhouse new team. You guys have done amazing, Charlie. I'll skip certain categories and then we'll wrap up with the artist of the year. Artist of the year or artist of the year. Maminya artist of the year, no, the most popular song. Artist of the year. Charlie. Damon Asai, say why is Kofi Kinata not in the artist of the year category? I think we need to. There's a window. There's a window for appeal. I think you guys need to appeal more appealing because me who say also won't be. And I think I said in several interviews that I granted after the event. So I feel he should be in there. I feel he should be in there. Minimum cutoff point, how they were able to take some of the off. But I believe Kofi Kinata should be in there. I strongly do. Apart from Kofi Kinata, I think the list is cool. Black Sheriff Medical, Stoneboy, Wendy Shea, Sarkodie, Dinah Hamilton. The other conversation is PSC Esther. She also had a very, very good year. And her not being included also raises, some form of concern. There's also the conversation about Kweku Smoke for the artist of the year. I mean, Smoke also successful year, very, very successful year. Just that Work With Me was not as powerful as the previous 3 projects. I think we need to establish that. Me Kesi Asemso say Work With Me was not as powerful, or it did not get that breakthrough or mileage like your friend is saying Kweku Jesus and Born in Hell. And even before Born in Hell, Kweku Jesus, the other double album no drop here. The 2 double drop here, and I think that maybe so drop double answer now about drop. And a double. No, let me check it. Let me check it because Kweku Smoke. Yes. Good. Let me check because there's a double. Play man. Any bako. Just different. Good. Play man is just different. And I make one 7. Those 2 were very powerful projects. And Sana speed in a bear move with Kweku Jesus and Born in Hell. But Work With Me, let's just be honest, wasn't that really big as compared to our previous projects. I can't want to say me. But I'm not saying say a can't be in only ho. But I believe it's a scheme. No, I'm not even going to base it on the scheme. Say team ni who say they deserved a slaughter. I think they should appeal. And as you who say, I think they should appeal.
Yeah, they should, because they do the burger.
I do the burger room. I think they should appeal. I think the team should appeal. They should appeal. Yeah.
He had a successful concert.
Yeah, the concert in also which was big. So I don't know why I only we can't just use the concert because I mean definitely Gona also had a concert, but I'm just basing it on the general theory. Say he did great. He did great. He's still very active playing shows across the length and breadth of this country. Do you know a Kweku Smoke concert in London right now will sell out? Listen, I can use my hand to whack my chest. Yes. Miss, thank you. Kweku Smoke ne Black Sheriff. O2 Arena sold out. Me kasa asem ne kire. Kweku Smoke Royal Albert Hall no kwa say with mabo. Black okra de me emfa no mbem. On kra de obaba tete no kra. Obaba tete no kra. I believe that. But anyway, yankwa anyway. Artist of the year no. Ehon komo kakra wo ho. Mumie ni nteme na afi yen sori so. Me will say me ankasa me baby girls. I say omo lucky horns. Now listen, you know y'all knew I was going to address this. Y'all knew I was going to address it, right? See, I love these people so much. And sometimes it hurts to be in that position. On for me no air kwa. Na wono a wuja fifi no. Why some way? What you say? Wuja fifi a was feel bad. But no kre no. No kre ni say, "Hey ya." I'm not going to lie. Hey ya. To see 2 of my friends go head to head. Pacho so yina Fatu Sonafi yanko. Stonebwoy the year under review onya 8 nominations. Stonebwoy had 8 nominations. Mokaya a year artist of the year debate. A year in the last year. Street is watching. And the didn't send me na buy Street is watching Kroya. And I didn't say same way in our buy. Kofare buy. Na yeah, my say Obiambo na asem nyina tofa. Tofa bonum. Ena tili erezi e say point say looking at how big Stone Boy's previous album or project was, that is the Fifth Dimension, as compared to Up and Running, she is of the view say numbers ni enyepe entino. So I drop Fifth Dimension na ofri 1 million, no I drop Up and Running no about 500,000. I'm just throwing these numbers around. Example na me. HSS Stone Boy the air banechi, and she used a word called retrogression. Sasem no an landi ye ewo the beam camp. An landi ye kra. Sasem no lead to a year Vidane Tilly. Or my exchange words, hash words be or Peace FM. A year open year kwesi abwaji show so. Or my exchange words pa. Na enra no. MC Abubo Artist of the Year no. Hey V echo on social media so. I didn't see 1 year ago no. I didn't see 1 year ago no. Wasako tro ho asema ma chese asap aspake control asako rekindle. Hey, pacho wa fato so na arefon rebi V na dia we akoto you social media survivor. Retrogression. See if it be easy do am. Hashtag malnourished analysis. Hey, Vida. Okay. Charlie. Okay, my family 2 cents in count. Listen. When this thing was happening, men and I but I felt the word retrogression, although in its literary form, the meaning, and it babyana asema okano, Tilly wasn't wrong. Because there's progression and there's retrogression. Say, nipane ya de no ofri 1 equal 2, you can say it's what progressive. So ofri 2 eba 1 wa retrogressive me pacho me boa. So in its the word, the form of or the meaning of the word ne dear. And it say asema no kano. And no. But as to say asema o kano na ye no kore. And also a different conversation. Because when you are looking at retrogression of an artist, you can't say or you can't pick it the whole thing in entirety without adding the whole package. You can't just look at streaming numbers and say nipan were retrogressing. What about brand value? Because the otimi achieve numbers no for a Fifth Dimension no. The goodwill, all the things that came with that no, is still with the person after a year. Attention onya is still with the person. The person can still perform those songs when booked. And people will actually book him based on sad tracks now are dropping. And even other tracks that he had dropped before. So the value of the artist, even with that. So if you are talking about analyzing now on the numbers side, Yes, you are right. Set numbers on streaming platforms. Because Stone a friend saying beach or Bima 10. Bima 10. Beach edition. Up and running. Good. Me pacho oye wie no. One year stadium. Good. Good. Now compare the numbers. Are you going to say we're retrogressing? Meanwhile, Obo stadiums or about songs from Fifth Dimension, or about songs from Torture, or about songs from, you get it. So the value of the artist nankasa there, you can't even quantify. We can't even say we're retrogressing. No. Artists ne value ne there economy. Amount of money are not charged as at the time of drop of Fifth Dimension. And yes, I same a no be charging as at up and running. Although you believe, and although the DSPs are telling you that these ones had higher numbers than this, and you pay because it's catalog. You are building a catalog. Edin kakra. It's retrogression, dear. I mean, my baby girl Tilly. Based on baby, I know Jinana no kasa asem ne dear. She was right. But I believe it say na up to a year vida at Artist of the Year debate, to bring that one also in. Say Debbie, her numbers they are fair enough. I'll let you go because numbers don't lie. In fact, these days numbers can even lie because stream farming does. But let's not even look at that. Yenshe artist nankasa as a whole, waba form and as a oma form. Because that's where the real retrogression can be felt in the general value of the artist. That's where on one kasa artist that retrogress here, it's in the value. It is not in the. What if say Stonebwoy drop another EP and also drop it before for be and also numbers in the page. Me person follow conversation. Also, with Kim Promise dropped Terminator. Millions. Worldwide though. Obe dropo Continental, did they have the same level of success as Terminator? Yensu ye twase ye beka se Kim Promise a retrogression. Exactly. Based on the first analysis, then I can also say Kim Promise is were retrogressing. Because Continental, na big to say Terminator. May say new song, see what we've done near you now. What dropping in no? Baku kura anywhere it is a Terminator. So me basing on numbers, I can say Kim Promise a retrogressing. But then I'll be wrong to say Kim Promise value a retrogressing. No. Ne value the batch and retrogressing. You get it? So in common na anko yi. And the otiase and tiase. The otiase no one tiase. And we na maya bejina baby ejina yozi. I'm going amaya baby ejina baby ejina. But I really wish Sankavida be masadi we ye twem. Vivid, gelati, vivid. Oh. Vivid, let it go. Frozen, let it go. Let it go. Don't wanna come back anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Manin call. Explanation no never see a de to abontina man for tiasie ye. Say you it will be hard for you to even determine the value of an artist's brand these days. Because also a lot of factors, not just streaming numbers. not just streaming numbers. Oh. In fact, streaming numbers these days should be the last thing that you even have to consider in looking at the value of an artist. Streaming numbers should be the last thing for you to consider. Because then you bet my farm crowd to my mouse is here. I bet my to 10 million views overnight. Robot to do a bad year so about show. YouTube now say, hey, what a robot. Huh. Robotic. Hey. But your quick information, Barcelona for Laporta, you remaining why? We're winning. One Laporta, we're winning. To a stone or a Barca president. In Shankanya Medinda. Yankoso. Listen, for me two baby girls here, Futua. Opening a day, Mamma, you say. Miss Ramu P. Miss Ramu. A year. Wo de makubi a year. Pacho munchaso. Moma sumdwe mrefie. Me pacho. I understand how passionate V is about Beam. I understand how passionate Tilly is about Promise. A 5-star. I understand all that. But a year. My first editorial be a me hear about sad and me can say Sasumbie ebeba the word retrogression to the value of the artist no. Na I was say a idea Tilly ejitum no render an apology on it. Because ebe ya say adwuma wo ye a niema bebre ka ho no yamfa no na wafa one portion waba meton banku meton mo meton friends say fufu ubedi banku ne na enye oda ase ma me na duane nyina anye de Debbie what the fufu no unni fufu no un try me plain rice obesi plain rice un try plain rice. You get it? So it is not right to push the retrogression or retrogressive analysis on a whole brand. It's not right. Me bro. Demon Asari. If we can promise way the retrogress. No. Debbie. Mr. Mummy and Chasso. Mummy and Chassa and common. So artist of the year and common and a quatrain sadi we buy. Cause still, if you are looking at Kim Promise nominations when you are this year, I think Kim Promise are like 3 or 2 on nominations. Stoneboy had 8. I'll still not be right and to say Kim Promise are retrogressive. No. Even looking at this, mint me fankasa. Into the word retrogression, no, say can find the category and add the original swa with the kasa and then use it. But for general analysis there, I do not support that. For Artist of the Year, who stands tall to win Artist of the Year this year? Black Sheriff, Medical, Stoneboy, Wendy Shea, Sarkodie, and Dinah Hamilton. Who do you think will win Artist of the Year? Pacho se phone na wa asia yen starting me entum ne kan ne mamu na afrefo emfre no so nkyere o madwen. Now as we wrap up today on the show, madwen mu and top of mind, there are 3 people who are leading the charge this year. Me madwen mu. There's the Black Sheriff, there's a Medical, and there's a Wendy Shea that are leading the charge this year. However, there be won't say this the last year Kim Promise and Stone, and the last 2 years, and last year na Paluta kan ho na Paluda Paluda am pam and I'm nyanto kwano And I'm leading young. And I'm leaving young to Kwan. Still, I'm a penacano. Maybe a polluter. Minyana mechanic quenchi, the quenchi say. He's a vampire. I was polluter. Chacha was so baby. I will be chacha. Listen, if we backtracking 2 more years, do you know say it has been the same 2 people? Yeah, now Stone winning, you know. Now yeah, Stone and Promise. And the Sabani next year, now yeah, Stone Promise Palura. And at this time, Stone as a beam. But this year, top of mind, I'm for select area. People are looking at Wendy Shea, people are looking at medical, people are looking at Black Sheriff. Black Sheriff, amazing year for him. Wendy Shea, amazing year for her. Medical, big bangers. So, me, omo me ensane die. Technically, omo da man for trim. Once a man for I expected that to see Sarkodie in it. People never expected it. Never expected it. Me boy. But over here now, what be do a yet juma papa. Rapaholic Kumasi and Rapaholic Accra. Mommy and fun to a three less. Mommy. So by definition, category definition, the artist with the highest audience appeal. And when we are measuring audience appeal, bookings and your ability to stage your own concert then comes into play, because a Yehudin a tree man for Ediaba. And you know what Sarkodie did? Sarkodie was able to mount a stage in a stadium in Kumasi amidst all the troubles. Trouble number 1, Daddy Lumba. Yeah, that's here near Daddy Lumba. Gone. Debut, you see a hit song or project. And yeah, album asem there be in confasem and fasem be a shit scheme no. Artist of the year or say a hit song or project. Na Diana Hamilton day year no winning and you back up. Mr. O and me can some show mano. In fact, some be share TGM board nano pacho. Yeah, Sarkodie asem na making. Sarkodie a braye. That lumba wuye. Onu muzu no debi ona that lumba debi ai. Wa wu abede wa post flyer asem ukoye show. Ya beka so ukura da be o kan ubi na oku no. Intine o so twentwen so. O twentwen so a ye hu ya na say helicopter the nipa 8. Ako wura obuasi inside o yard nim. And also problem for. The guy virtually organized the stadium concert in a region known so to ticket and the American Kumazo for moon pay ticket to Sango phone. Show ko. Aha. Into audience appeal, no. Audience appeal. The brand will be there. Now, even on the D-Day, near me see day na ankasano. Na bro adwene ntiase so. Ensuo to 4 times or so. Ensuo to sa de no ensuo to sa. But finally Sarkodie begina stage. What bede. A man for refi omo ha nyina. Okay, I said before say ensuo de beto no. Ensuo de beto friends 11 o'clock mu ho no. As 11 p.m. nyana ensuo to. 11 p.m. It was raining cats and dogs in Kumasi. 11 p.m. Na senior man wa share no combat no. And all the politin bag achichere hu no gina po na chi ho. Baby akotokofo yi. Ojina senior man no gina yard ni mu ho. Why what? Adi be koso. But bro, I mean, Sarkodie did it, bro. I'm not going to lie. Rapoli Kumasi was the bomb. Me say Okone ɛhɔ bɛsa aboma ɔkɔnɛ ɛhɔ bɛsa aboma and bro it will me say me can organizers no ho a me I'm the type me give up on time kakra so come guys nyai because we say dru ba bi na say promo no unhu promo no say de ekɔ ɛna me yam hihye me because Kumasi ɔmaso adin wɔ event ho Kumasi fo aso adin wɔ event ho ɔmaso adin but the man me hope last hour say me drew ha me boost our wife and say tickets no e drew ha Wednesday e be drew be 12 by 5 na asa 500 tickets I'm say huh I'm say 500 tickets no I'm say akwaje for fraba and no so asa I'm say and that gave me hope say Jack or be the brand and no shit for audience appeal you can't tell me nothing bruv so but it doesn't have it. You can't tell me nothing. So he deserves to be in there. Sarkodie deserves to be in there. Stone Boy. Men kan den biom no ate ase. Yen kan sen. Aboy den men kan sen no ate ase. Emu de na mpese mu men fan free him, mama me hu. Crazy. Me say I was see gume. A friend say torture a friend say. I no Beam Festival no. Torture experience kwa dey minka. Beam Festival. I was seeing gume. No my esa akranti a oda nkwam no. My esa akranti pa akranti say we yi akranti free nkwam a de ne betu fufuo so no. Bo se ne ho adwiri ni say na apo gugu no. You know, I decided not to drink till say over started performance. No, me imagine say me no really copy over started performance. Now you starting say ko wiem no. I crown Lord have mercy. Ha! Never. Never be a stadium ho. And listen, stadium no. 40,000 ya cut one angle off because a stage in a honor. Mind you, ya de a yaba pitch covers aba. Man for sate. I don't know the correct data, but off the top, me yusu adwena nyanko pon de mami. Seven fanye calculus kakra. Any if more or less divider. Killer. Nipe ba ho no. Na betime do be 40-45,000. Me dem me fa sa. To pull 45,000 people. You think it a joke? Na kotoko ne has crab ball stadium wa mama. Two of the biggest football clubs. Wo Ghana ha. Wo mo ball super clash mama. Ba ku ye ko Kumasi e boma. Two teams with their fan base or meant to me. One artist to me. You have to know. I'm a Rasta man. I am a real Rasta man. Now if you joke with them Rasta things, yeah? Hey! Aboma say, damn! Now me who dreaming. What? Me catch you free a year sober. Now catch you say Stone Boy ebe ko. I will be artist of the year category. I told you about it. Because me too many. I mean, Mami for Kofi Kinata. Kofi did great the year under review. But magnitude of maybe me find a brand appeal. Stone Boy sack there. I mean, Kofi is my guy. Me sure say a pay. Now, me move to Blacko. Blacko had the guts. And when I was doing the sack there, Royal Albert Hall thing. I talked about these things, but you know, I'm on for fun agenda and no mention in for the boy to move from La Palm now no year 3,000 near ye to now challenge himself and do 11,000 capacity stadium. That be and you're normal, sir, and you're regular. Now, Black would be a bomber, Sama, Oba, wow, Tia Gate Fia, no, as for a cognac or baby atra. Oh, my bread, no, my brain, oh, my ebomine. I don't know ebomine, oh, my bread. They couldn't, bro. They couldn't because they are not trained for that. Like that capacity, they don't have it. They don't have it. Production, no money they now meet me the IS I don't know. They don't have it. So later on, they had to come out to apologize. Okay. So organizers now had to come out to apologize for that. Blackwood did great. Great album. Big shows. What year do you want? Medical. Oh. Medical assembly. Unim say na ni show no. The stadium show no. Na naysayers ne doso. So you realize that before say show ne bra bekoso no. People were there as at 10-11. No ometwitwa video. No mo dia betu social media say show no emfa. And I'm saying, na muni medical crowd ana muni medical crowd. The audience na fe no matena se a omo to omo shirt. Boys ne to shirt on beba. Ebi so ho ofa na danfo we wo ha no afa we wo ha no afa we wo ha. Omo ye nema on beba. Lo and behold, around 1:30 there about. Omo two drone who here. Medical also filled the Accra Sports Stadium. That is called brand appeal. When the show, Junction Mall, mu ni show no, mu when the show no. Was it West Hills Mall. Some who when the show no so. Mu ni pe ko me patrol producer ke kan ho mami pictures fa chechra man for man for hu ansa ma me kan say nye flu o ma bo adwuma pa o ma bo adwuma pa Dana Hamilton major ama Christian community no mo ni ndili, but she also did great. Unso bebo ni show na de ya no obo bi wo oboro bantama hochi bebe. Very fit name of the concert. Bantama why na yentimi faka krantwam no. Oh, Dana Hamilton BBB experience will say, oh. Hallelujah experience. Very fit concert ni din. Unso bebo bi wo Accra say man no so UPS o say. E also chi gidi sa. Patro share a friend say Dana Hamilton dey never to so. Everybody in the category this year a potential winner. Said the man suspect say Sakori betima bem Stoneboy betima ba category no a pim. Me say mu ye least awake experience me that say Justin Davis awake experience. Mu ye least mistake mu be wan say Dana Hamilton afa. Na me say to say the no me can e wo TGM stage no so me say this year is not going to be any exception. Like any last year, any last 2 years, there no exception be anymore. Me see this year, one ma PR mu in kan komu no, ube frim. Dana Hamilton here, oya no wayi ho. You I think so bo UPS ba ko no sa ko bo makers for no ho no. Sango for na soro na suntu. Onye ubusa de enti a also wo ma mami ni mommy no Oye brutal. Me see this year. Wow, ma wo PR mu anye dia. Regardless of album I drop ya adwin say artist of the year no unwini. Regardless of hit song I wo artist of the year no unwini. I was say we present people with fact, data and argue your data out. Mr. Mu this year mema mu use word retrogression bia wo ba bia bi mu me pacho. Mr. Mu Tilitils any vivid Gelati. I say and say Tilly okay but say bia akoye send na ho bu so obi akoyusu bi and I make say this year sa word no ma bane opanyin me de nsa ato so me de nsa ato sa word ne so for life eye ube yusu a tell obeji approve ansan we yusu misremu me namfo mienu yi my yama me ho afa me afi pa misremu muntwa so. This year is still going to be a PR year. This year is a PR year. Na de misuro kese ma no blacko. Busa mi se de ntia. Busa mi. Mi se busa mi se de ntia. Busa mi Mike busa mi se de ntia. Na na twetwe mo twan ni busa mi se de ntia. Busa mi. Listen. Blacko is known to have Sadat Lumba type of approach ni bi. Quite synonymous to Sako de ni bi. One was our level no. I don't carry him kakra. Obey edman obey no low key. As my yime need to say dia mempe, but mepe. Say he had a great album, great show. But odake twebia obehuna plaque no eko so tum and I say where the shade they call ayo. When she go no represent side way. And I say stone boy de na mashama. And I say ko de record ma we. Dan am it in the for the UK. Oh yeah, least mistake. Say or relax here because I know medical on any team they'll go all out on go hard. Medical PR me and so murefiana. Oni enya fallout no. Omo union no 24 hours pay. Oni higher salary. Oma worry need the 24 hours pay and I'm break it up. Which is fine. But to employ 3 Pep Junior lady your friend is saying Nanaya ena yaw ai boafo nipa miensa onye so be lose and it's looking like a medical year same way it's looking like a when the shea year it's looking like a Blacko year it's looking like a Stone Boy year it's looking like a Sarkodie year well Sarkodie is what top of mind from a friend is a Royal Albert Hall 202 Arena. Hey. Emfo. Say mususu o ma adwenu say we na we wi ni no. Me say at the end of the year, you better say did you vote? And voting woman that means a campaign here then. Oh. Hi. Voting structure no say na tie o ma maintain ni say 30 for board, 30 for academy and a 40 for public. Meaning say public ni vote no betimi atilte. Public no vote no e betimi abu scale na ko one side bi. And if you believe say public ni better here, this is the time for you to start working. Also uncommon no started in year underground low key who do uncommon no hwe baby abede o de uncommon no be fefa hwan mo na wo frɛ omo hwan mo na wo twe omo ba omo side se nkomo no wonim so omo toto ayi o bloggers podcasters you know. Anyway, I'm available for purchase. All you have to do is dial star. Hi. Info. Say they want to share you man am person the corner. Killer. Me see this year artist of the year. Remember mon tena baby biem. Last year them ne Kempaluta kon ho no. Me sa no mba kun biem. Musaba be allegation biem na this person deserves it. This is not about who deserves it to. The owo no. Obi owo bia deserve. Me say obi owo bia e deserve. Obi owo bia a potential winner. Falest ne to so biem na man fo nsan hwe. Falest ne to so. Falest ne to so. Why na woman or a small boy? Why? Okay, elimination by rough tactics. Would you be free? Why not doing so bit my in a free? Why? And a case and say, oh, black sheriff album need dope at trendy, sir. Understood. And one thing or honor. What you say? Suddenly, no dope or boy show, yes, say, and unti and waba. Unya rema worem. Urema worem. Afei die ye beto so aba e ho na problem ne wo no e ho no wan tia se abekwa akofa no Grammy say oh this person deserves it no and no na palura tena wa oh and they should give it to the one who deserves it I'm saying come tin rasta no back no come ti say nam de atuama no twagya tumatwe hwe deserve bi anim bi mo ura ha waba now campaign catch Ghana for say 40% no person una top sa 40% no nessa lobby e ka ho omo lobby academy ho Paluta wonya problems last year cause academy members ni bebre bi wo ho ma pass na gig amo akobo kakra ore be for akira makeles watwe omadi ebi wo a show no kura wakomese apo ho ama nipa na oye recommendation kura na be wabu me se portfolio ye course me ensa wa hase wo ye wi ase me ba no so I stressed o si ade ne de be ye din o na me se e be ye din na abeka ejuma no baby ye duru no for all the artists in the category Blacko, Wendy Shea, medical baby duru no underground. Underground. Academy 30%, board 30%, public 40%, making up 100%. KPMG for Edumana started. KPMG, Omedumano, I started. Omobe Jide tani nyina votes ni nyina boom. Edumana started. Na busa won say artist no was started. We post to wakache na namfo anaso oye na underground works oye. There's not a year and sometimes I am friends me being fans ni be interaction and like oh this year there we are or say senior man am dey AW senior man nyade onye dey and I said nkedi sem kokum kura I want to see everybody go hard. Oh, I'm for work say this year no medical ne friends Blacko. W. Me say opa mamunye lose ketu ebi. Da na Hamilton be fa de na ko. Mu be dwatu no so ne last hours ye bowie ya upon ye tutu speakers. Ye bowie ya ne dundum light ne tutu speakers no. Yem she be hye no. Ye bowie ya upon what's the deal? Uja, udi kofi. So bofu, enyina ha kofi. ma obu nkofu ofie man ye adwuma na man 40 bet man be phone lines need to what na afi abafre for efre hey hi v v what to jani bia yo v hi efa man be phone lines need to officer fato so na afi am for afre for enter o madwen e wo ho in a more professional way. Phone lines no any 054 let me get the number 054 636 2359 054 636 2359. Maybe I will be able to my friend WhatsApp fully active. I am some other but I'm fully active. Wait me after 054 636 2359. You can give us a call right now. You need after 4 minutes. Be an answer and say we be doing come on after wrap up on today's edition of A Year for the Culture. 054 636 2359 at the screen. So wait my phrase is here now. So wababe kahuna yedi nkomono every full list of A Year TGMA 27th edition of the Tajimas. Verse nay VGM and of Vajimas. They say in Tajimas. Artist of the Year, Black Sheriff, Medical Stone Boy, when the Shea Sarko, Diana Hamilton. If you feel say Obi left out, you can also let us know. But most popular song of the year is also one of the categories. Obi was okay. Prenny to my name. Hello?
Hello, Slim. Apomwa.
Bibi Aboko Chairman as well.
Yamiadum. Joni, we call it from UK.
Nice one, Kasame.
Okay. First of all, Mamenka about Len Win. The way of promotion now,
Good.
Very important, say, a show Jai Sadino. Or to the point, say, promotion. But Adia no, say, Wankasa life. And our umbasu future. To the point, say, Kase. Would the movie be by DNA and T? Okase when I'm a background, my quack DNA. And my baba could cry me back. No, very bad. To say now, okay. We are DJ Slim, but now back running. And so call school more. And I'm catching and say, oh, papa, your friend DJ Slim. And so, oh, Banukwa anymore. And that tells you how the world is now. Information, to get information, very simple.
True.
And the one finance out to home, now yes, oh, and I'm here promotion. Me promotion, me pay scamming to me, yes, see. Ube promotion, we no. One saying I'm a baby.
True.
And non codanchen. After Ghana for agenda, I am creative really bad. War. Recently, Stoneboy or back London. Now a man for creative agenda say, oh, Sakwa de Quay show into no yes, sir. But Stoneboy, what about the show? That was 2024. Was it 2024 or so? By your 6th March. What I say? And I Sakwa the next year. I don't know the man can say. Sakwa de Ababe data. Stoneboy, What I say? We need to stop all those things. Yes, supporting each other. Left, right, back, center.
True.
At the end of the day, no, Ghana need my baby show.
True.
2 years what they're selling. I mean, so I sell you with crowd. It's going to put Ghana on the map. Sako do fi on your Ghana ni. Do boss Sako there. You hear say Sako do fi Ghana. At the end of the day, Ghana dine baby show. The Stoneboy back no be sell it. Another arena. Stoneboy fi Ghana. Ghana dine baby tall. sa agenda yeah no asi ejai no boy ba you support it
True.
se patapakra se me hu se patapakra so ba UK asi support it ankofo kraka se you see the ya get too much adelane na yankofo bi dia ene yankofo bi dia everyone is allowed to come support you in the agendas no
Matthias Ejo me da se pa. It seems that I do line and I say my feedback a crack, but anyway, production more than happy. I'm trying to see in happy. I'm called because I fell for the doors 0546362359 0546362359 for the culture Sunday anyway. Be in a more professional way. Fell for I see I am going. Hello. Okay. My most popular song of the year now, as we wrap up, the most popular song. Hello.
Yeah, big cages
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello, German. If you're saying I can free.
Okay, a friend and Uncle Jim, because I'm free France.
What the hell say? Production, Mr. Mommy, telling KUI. America for Nana. America for now, babe.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Boss Bodin na baby I can free.
Oh, a friend and I'm because I'm free France.
Nana from France.
Yeah.
Nana meet you.
The American is a Juma storm. I know this year and last year, dear. I don't know be really. Sana mi honifa because of a little bit 3 food room. I'm on yak one camp. The vote to the desperate in our storm. And their family, their son, and me, tis stone be saying really be.
Who
Now
is the
stones
boy
when
say
you
we
know.
know?
Yeah, will be really. Now stones who mess friend is a mom you know, show. Our eastern region and the Asante region. Also, will be as well as with me try set. Will be sure ma Kumasi for no. Now the Americans for Nina Ede. A boom, no my program, maybe a disease, but now maybe sir. At least more global mass side honomono, or Beji one so.
Okay.
When he says stone, our advantage is will be really.
Okay.
Medical nurse are called there. And when they say, Sango food no more yako one camp. So more yako one camp in there. And for wood in the desperate and stone of him, Sana me honifa.
More fire. More fire. May I say, Nana?
Okay.
Share France for
Yeah.
you.
Alright.
Uncle him. Ono so na analysis no. Who say abano bit ma pie. What I say a pie. Na say Mosi pukoko no. What I say on the in a more professional way. Well, you're ready we see. Last call on here, so 0546362359. WhatsApp with my friend, with me, so a friend on my call, them. May share most popular song of the year, no me who away. Ready, I know most popular song of the year, most pop. Oh, they have two screens, so mommy. Most popular song of the year. Do you know that category is missing? Mami, go through the songs first and foremost, and then I'll tell you the songs that are missing in this category. Kim Paluda, Foku, PSC Esther, Nyamiye, Molly, Shake It to the Max remix, Last Made Olivia, Medical, any Sha'a and B Strap, Shoulder, Kojo Black, Kelvin Boy, excellent. When the show Olive the Boy, Crazy Love, Black Will Sacrifice, Kiddy Olive the Boy, Kojo Black, Gymnastic. Now, there's no way of it to convince me say Balenciaga ni ha. Give me one good reason in tia. Matobala Zaga, Yaka, Diabidi Beshe, Diabidi Beshe. Matoma Tiaka, Semission in Prenua, me de Beche. No, 550. Semen Siaka cra, many Beshe. Everything. Give me one good reason, Tia. Oh, Kenneth, Balenciaga any most popular song of the day. I do not understand. Mintiasie. In fact, Balenciaga remix Krayosenka collaboration of the year. Mintiasie. Na mintiasie so da. Most popular song. Na same teams. Gonna Boy. Same teams. I get to pee. I push P for a change. Anyway, boy. Dear Beji Dim Ghana. The same sneakers. Or said I me say now say. Oh no, man. Hey, me say now say or said I me say. Bravo, Brazil when your salary is through. Come on, man. Come on. I do not understand. I don't understand. Hey, and you ma combat. We be a combat. We try combat be try mko Teams, we say na etwamo. Enyom ba ko sa atimi de ne bai. And it is not in there. Explain to me. Most popular song. Explain to me why these two songs are out. I'm refusing to violence and so any most popular song. I do not know the cutoff point. But most popular song of the year, these two songs. In fact, Sarkodie's violence. Yo, man. Yo. Anyway. Maybe I also all there. But comment section may be out to us. Just come through. Songs that were missing in this year's TGMA and a comment section at the mom. You wrap up and then you child be out to me wasting time by online but share wow be comment everybody man Charlie everybody Ellen Adadi 8716 what's this Slemon yo big ups to you Franzi breath air what's this sound issues oh yeah we solved it Raymond Damon Asari Justin Davis, you guys, setting the doors. Tommy J from Canada, big ups to you guys. Munina squad and Charlie, big ups to everybody. Yao Upuni, friend saying, hey Charlie, Crunchy Boating, Rich Lip, Prince Cartier, yo, Charlie, you guys are amazing. Production. By Nana Chachramachahine, of course, 36, Mike, and a Zeal, or Money production, Ghana has a production, United States of America, and Boga Spanky, and a friend say, Team no, I will and soon handle international man like, I ran to the Openigio. Raymond Mechachiao. Mesachacha team ne war a year Brady Beats side winning team ne was outside winning Mechacha Munina. Me I say your friend DJ Slim. Thank you so much. You guys have been super amazing. I mean we can't say thank you enough. Time BI best live on mobile, we interactive, we edin komo. We can't say thank you enough. Time be able to live and be so biano. Mr. Mumbra number support here. Now making sure so all best subscribe to this YouTube channel. Now the notification at all. It was you want my pop up like a torso. Nema papa bebree. Aye de bremo. Yado bibi ase over and out.